Hello and welcome. This is Nolan with DiscoverNCHomes and Nolan's News, and as always, thank you for having me. I wanted to talk today again about the flood risk on Realtor.com and it maybe possibly questionable information that they're putting out there. So Realtor.com will assess flood risk at a 1 to 10 level, 1 being the less severe, 10 being the most, and they'll also say it's a maximum or a minimal or a high rather flood risk. And recently come to my attention, we have a property that's listed, and it's in what's called a flood zone X. And again, just a quick refresher on X. X zone is the best type of flood zone you can be here on the coast. It is a 500-year floodplain, and if you have a mortgage with a bank or a lender, flood insurance is not mandatory. You can hold it, of course, but the lender does not require you to have it. So this isn't a flood zone X, rather, and it was listed as a high risk, a 6 out of 10, which is a fairly significant risk factor, if you will. So again, just possibly questionable information. Reached out to Realtor.com. Unfortunately, it took many attempts, but finally did get someone, very nice person on the other end, who was actually very helpful. Just shared with me that they use a third party to assess what this flood risk is. It is not CAMA, which is fine, but CAMA kind of is our benchmark, our end-all be-all. CAMA is a federal designated, they are the ones who determine the flood lines. They determine whether a home or a home site is in an X or an AE or whatever type of flood zone it's in. So what the information they're using is not coming from CAMA, but very nice person I talked to. Ultimately, we can't change the information, but they did relay to me that we could simply, or they could take the information out. So point of this is, if you see something on Realtor.com that you may not agree with, the information that's being put out there, supposedly you can get in touch with Realtor.com. Again, took a few attempts, but they were very nice once we got there, and said we could get this information removed. And to me, that is important as well, to my client, very important, because we feel like that this possibly questionable information may deter buyers from something that, again, is a flood zone X, non-flood zone according to CAMA, but yet it's being, I guess, marketed otherwise on Realtor.com. So just a quick tidbit there. If you want any help with this, or if you have any questions, please let us know. But at least they're out there and willing to help and get the information removed if we think that it may not be accurate. As always, thank you for having me. We'll talk to you soon.